everyone to our emu live feeding event. We'll be getting started in just a few minutes, just getting everyone a chance to tune in. Hi everyone, we'll be starting very shortly. Just give everyone a chance to tune in. Right, you ready?
Alrighty, hi everyone. My name's Alicia and I'm from Maru Koala and Animal Park. We're down in Granville, Victoria, and today I'm joining you with our beautiful emus. So here we actually have our 3 emus, 1 male and 2 females. This is one of our beautiful girls just here. Her name is Cheryl. There we go, nice close up for you. But Cheryl here, at the moment, she's eating some of our pellets. So it's a pellet mix that allows them to get all their essential nutrients, basically. We've also got some seed in there and some other grains. She looks very happy. You might have also noticed at the start of the video, we have some fruit and vegetables about with them, scattered around, that they're very much enjoying. And some grapes hanging up, which is some lovely enrichment for them. So one of their favourite foods, that's for sure. Now out in the wild, our emus have a pretty varied diet, they do. So we find that they'll eat things like fruits, seeds, nuts off the trees. They'll also eat other things such as shoots from plants too. So quite a varied diet, and because of that diet, that allows our emus to actually have a very large range across Australia. So basically, these guys here, you can find them from the alpine regions through to the coastal regions, and even up to the arid regions in Australia as well. So quite a varied habitat, that's for sure. Though in saying that, they do like those woodland or forest regions the most. They will come back for me. See if they'll come back over. Now if you have a look at their bodies when they come back, you'll notice that they've got some beautiful feathers on them. And of course, that allows them to blend in really well with their environment, especially those woodland and forest regions. So of course, you imagine them amongst the eucalyptus trees and other native plants, how well they would be able to camouflage in with there. So we do call them birds, and of course, being birds, they are a little bit different compared to other species of bird that you'll find here in Australia. Now the reason being, of course, that unusual body there, they're very tall. They reach nearly 2 meters in height. So quite an impressive animal in that sense. Not only that, they are a flightless bird. So they do have wings just on the sides of their bodies, though those wings are really small. So they're pretty much not used. There's no function to them at all, because these guys here, they don't need to fly. I think it'd be pretty terrifying seeing an emu flying through the air. But they have some other adaptations being here in Australia that allow them to get around. Now we have a look. You have a look at Cheryl just here. She's got these beautiful long legs. So really powerful legs. And at the bottom there, you'll notice she has 3 toes. So those long legs there, they are perfect for being able to get around great distances. And not only that, if these guys were being chased by something like a predator, they can actually reach speeds of up to 50 kilometers an hour. So really, really fast as well. Now, fun fact about our emu legs, they are the only bird that have a calf muscle. So that allows them to reach those really high speeds, of course, getting away from predators. And the other thing that's unique about our emus here, those 3 toes, they make a great defense mechanism as well. If an emu needs to kick out towards a predator, they can actually kick out in all directions, even backwards. So they've got some pretty flexible legs there. Now, one interesting fact about our emus is that these guys here actually have something in common with our kangaroo. You might have noticed that they are on our Australian coat of arms. The reason being is because kangaroos and emus are both animals that can't walk backwards. And that's the reason why they're actually featured on our Australian coat of arms. So a little bit different there. There you go, you're having a lovely meal. We're joined by Cheryl here again. She's seeming to like the food the most today. And off she goes. Now our emus are very interesting animals when it comes to breeding as well. Very unique compared to other species. So we've just come out of winter, and that's actually breeding time for our emus. So what happens? Our girls will start vocalizing, and they make a sound, it's called a drumming. So the girls have an air sac on the windpipe there, and that actually allows them to make this really loud drumming or booming sound. So what that means, they're calling the males and vocalizing towards them about breeding. Now the boys, of course, don't have that air sac, so they don't actually make that noise. Only girls do. So that's one way we can tell during breeding season that the difference between our boys and our girls. Now they'll come together. Hopefully they'll pair up, and when she does have some eggs, she'll lay a clutch from 5 to 20 eggs. So the eggs are really large, about the size of my palm, and they are quite large, quite dark green as well. So quite a big clutch, you can imagine, 20 eggs. And when she lays them, that's all she'll do. That's her contribution to breeding. So the girls have it pretty easy when it comes to breeding season. The boys though, they have the tough job of doing all the work they do. So the boys, what they'll actually do, they will sit on the eggs and do all the care from there. Okay, see if she wants to come back. There we go, good girl. Scatter some around for them. You want it out of my bucket. So once she's laid the clutch of eggs, she'll leave. She has no other contribution, as I said. That's when the male will come along and he will sit on those eggs for up to over 50 days. So it's quite a long time. During this period, the male won't actually get up and eat. He won't even get up and drink. He'll look after those eggs, incubating them that entire time. So it's quite a lengthy period. And during this time, you can imagine not being able to eat or drink or leave those eggs. He does lose quite a bit of condition with his body. So it's a hard job from the start. But then after that, what happens? Those eggs will start hatching. So those little chicks are pretty self-dependent from day one. So that means that they can care for themselves essentially. Of course, Dad's going to be around, but they will start pecking through the ground, picking up insects or fruits and nuts off the ground. And of course, that means that they are able to start developing. Now, Dad will actually care for those chicks for up to 2 years. So quite impressive time. I can't imagine being a single parent looking after 20 chicks on my own. That would be quite difficult. Looks like our emus have wandered off. See if they want to come back. But yeah, they do a very impressive job raising those chicks by themselves. Now when the chicks actually hatch, there's a few differences in their patterns and colours compared to the adults. So the chicks, when they are little, they are almost a cream colour and they look like they have black racing stripes down them. Now once they start to mature and they reach that 1 year mark, that's when they'll start getting their mature feathers and start looking a little bit more like our adults here. Those beautiful plumage. And of course that's going to help them blend in with that habitat, as I was saying. You want to come back over? Carol just here. They're off in our dam area today. So these guys here, they love to have a swim. On those really nice warm days, they'll actually all go into the dam together. They'll have a bathe and preen their feathers. So summertime, it's perfect for them to jump in that dam there. Here we go. Here comes our boy as well.
And someone has asked, what is their lifespan?
These guys here, they can live up to about 40 years. So pretty impressive lifespan. Our emus in particular, they are over 30 years old at the moment. So a bit of an older emu they are.
And how much do they eat over a day?
Over a day, these guys will, of course, forage throughout the entire day, picking up fruits and seeds and nuts and things like that. So our emus here at Maru, we give them up to about 1 kilo of fruit and veg a day, along with our pellets as well. But out in the wild, of course, it varies depending on what they're going to be able to find and forage.
Beautiful, guys. Well, thank you very much for tuning in for our emu live feed. Make sure to hang around to our Facebook page. We've got plenty of updates that are happening around the park. Yes, they are related to cassowaries, and ostriches are all from the same family. Now guys, one thing you can do to help out the park here today is by buying an annual membership. We also have a pay it forward membership going on at the moment to help local families who may not be able to visit the park of their own accord. So we're running that program with St. Vincent's de Paul's, the Salvation Army and Bass Coast Health. So if you do buy an annual membership for the park, you'll also be helping a disadvantaged local family as well. So thank you very much for listening in, guys. We hope to see you again next week for the next live feed. Thank you.